Hey guys, what's going on? Max here, and today we are going to be testing the HDR feature on the iPhone SE. Now, it can be recorded at 4K with the HDR feature on, but at 60 frames per second, it just won't do it. So we're going to be testing the difference between whether you want smoother frame rates or higher color spectrum. Let's see. Okay, here's something that I didn't know before making this video and while I was making my first video. So it's not HDR, it's extended dynamic range, which is basically so in lower lights, I guess, and in difficult situations where there's too much light, it will help get a better video. But we're still going to see the difference between the 30 frames per second and the 60 frames per second. Obviously, the 60 frames per second is going to look smoother, but we might get more color out of the 30 frames per second. So we'll see. We'll see. I'll compare the two videos side by side, and we're going to show it to you right now. Look at this. Okay, so if we zoom in here to the time metadata ACC H.264, those are the codecs, but with this codecs, it's AAC time metadata and HEVC. Very interesting. All right, so let's go ahead and get back to the video. So here is the 4K 30 frames per second clip. So those video results were really interesting, right, Guto? Those are definitely things that I did not expect to see, but yeah, they kind of look pretty much the same, at least from my editing point of view as I'm editing this video. I will see if it looks different once I've finished the video, but as of now, there's not that much bit of a color difference. So what I'm going to do is I am going to edit both videos. I am going to put as much HDR feel as I can to the videos, basically making all the colors bright, very saturated, and we'll see how it comes out during my editing. And yeah, so we'll see which one's easier to work with. Bye. Quito.
Welcome back, guys, to another video.
So, after editing the videos, there's still not a big difference to me, at least from the editing department. It's not an insane difference.
In 6
But
4 miles at the roundabout.
This is just
Exit on
two.
Highway 12.
Okay, thank you, Siri. This is just two examples of what we are working with. Maybe under different circumstances, 30 frames per second and extended dynamic range might be a better option. But I'd say for regular shooting,
24 frames per second.
no. I would say 60 frames. Just stick with it. You have a lot more frames to work with.
More
And it's
cinematic.
it's gonna be a lot more frames to work with. So if you want to slow a shot down, you have the capability.
Easier on the eyes.
I think I will stick to 4K 60 frames per second, but at night shots and on difficult shots with lots of light, I would definitely be using 4K 30 frames per second. Just because it gives you that much better of, like, less worrying about if your shot's gonna come out right, because you know it has extended dynamic range. It is the height of your phone camera. So yeah, this just about ends it. I stick to 4K 60. You do what you want to do. These are my results. Take it with a grain of salt. Try it yourself. See what you like.
I'll stick with 480p, 24 frames per second because it's easy on the eyes and it's cinematic.
Well, there
That's
you go.
my salt grade.
There you go. There's Quito's salty grain over there. All right. See you guys in the next video.